Greetings humans! If you're new to the channel, welcome! And if you're old to the channel, then you've probably noticed that the Portastudio in which this whole channel was founded has been absent for a while. This TASCAM Porta 2 had a mechanical problem that was way beyond my abilities to diagnose or fix. But as you can see, it is back from repair. I haven't tested it out yet, so I'm gonna unpack it, and I thought it would be fun to film it and try it out. What do you think? Great! I have to give a huge shout out to Mike Terrile. Sorry if I'm mispronouncing your last name, Mike. You can find him on Instagram at Mods and Ends, New York. Spelled like this. Links to that are below. He is building a reputation as being one of the best people to send your Portastudio to here in the United States, especially in the Northeast. And before I describe how he fixed it, I'm gonna refer to some conversations that I had with him and describe the problem. At this point, a few months back, I went to use my Portastudio, like I would on any day. And I noticed that when I put a cassette in the transport, it was not secure. It kinda, like it wiggled around. At first I thought, that's not normal, but okay, whatever. And I tried recording to it. And when I would play it back, the signal was weak. Then I thought, okay, well, let me try playing back an old cassette that I had recorded with this Portastudio to see if there was just something wrong with the tape that I was using. And when I played that back, signal was also weak. I noticed if I moved the cassette in the transport with my hand to just the right spot, things would sound okay until I stopped the tape and hit play again. Then it got out of whack again. So my instincts told me this was a mechanical issue, and my instincts were correct. When I reached out to Mike at Mods and Ends, he let me know that the transports on the Porta 1 and the Porta 2, maybe some other Portastudios, have a kind of Achilles heel, as he described it. Basically, a piece of plastic that is meant to hold the cassette firmly in place while being put in play or record or fast forward, this piece of plastic wore out and broke.
Bummer.
He really recommended that I just get a replacement, but this unit has so much sentimental value to me, being my dad's from back in the day. I just held on to it and we just waited for a while. Luckily for me, someone out there in the world was my Portastudio guardian angel, which brings me to the fix. I feel incredibly lucky and grateful that this community around this channel is growing. Each and every one of you is amazing at something, I guarantee it. And luckily, a fan of this channel, who will remain anonymous for this video, was inspired to buy a Porta 2 when they saw my content. But this Porta 2 had the same problem as mine, the Achilles heel. But, this person is a skilled machinist, words. And they recast the plastic part out of aluminum, something that shouldn't break. Check out some of these photos of the machined part that I'm talking about. This is the completed part. This is the part inside the builder's own Porta 2. And just for shits and grins, this last photo shows the part halfway done. If any of you out there needs this part for your machine, they'll be available soon. The timing of all this was serendipitous because when I reached out to Mike for repair a second time, he had one of these parts coming to him, and that's now what we have, a fixed Porta 2. Now, if you'll indulge me, I'd like to do some quick recordings in
Testing the machine.
I suppose before I test it, I need to pull it out of the box. I guess it's not a montage, it's just fast. Ta-da! There it is. First things first. It turns on. Mike did a lot of work, also cleaning work, and I can feel these faders are lubricated and strong. I need to get a tape to record some stuff on. Oh, that feels correct. Step one here is just testing a tape. Woo, thank goodness. Wow. Testing the speed control. Woo! It works in terms of playing back a cassette. It's so exciting, it's so exciting. All right, I'm gonna put this cassette away, I'm gonna get out a new one, and we're gonna do some test recordings, do it some old school made on tape style. I'm gonna pull out the TR-505 first. I have no idea what we're gonna record today. I'm just gonna do a quick musical example, starting here with the drum machine on track 1. Let's do it. All right, let's play that back. Let's listen, see if it's there. See how it sounds? Does it sound the way I remember it? Oh yeah. Hell yeah. Yes. It's working. Let's move on to the second track. Let's go record some bass. I'm gonna use the rat to get a little dirt in there. All right, that was the bass line. Let's listen back to it. All right, let's do guitar. Oh, the old school made on tape way, directly in. All right, we're just gonna go for it. Good enough. That is the guitar. Let's listen back to it real quick. All right. All right, for guitar, I'm gonna have to face the other direction. All right, let's hear it. Yes. Let me do a little quick mix on it. This is a really punchy, dry little ditty. So all I've done is add a reverb into the chain that I can send into effects, but I'm bringing it back into channels 5 and 6 so I can control the EQ more. I'm just using the Portastudio as I always would, and I'm gonna give it a short with a pre-delay that's in the groove. Sorry, I can't talk. All right, I'm dialed in the mix. Now let me just play it. And there you have it. It's alive, it works, it's back. I'm so thankful. Much of that recording that you just saw was edited down for the main channel, but you can watch the full unedited clips if you join me over on patreon.com/made on tape. If you're unsure about becoming a patron, they now offer 7-day free trials. I'd really appreciate it if you give it a try, but I'm not offended if it's not your cup of tea. All good. Another huge shout out to Mike Terrile at Mods and Ends New York. please go give him a follow on Instagram. I'm so elated that the machine is back. It's functioning. And you folks out there are gonna see some double Portastudio stuff in the future. There's things that I can do with this now. In addition to Eric's 464, it's good to have it back. Again, thank you for all your support. Go out there and be creative. Otherwise, peace. And be good to each other. Yes. Right. I don't know if there's gonna be any clips here at the end, so I'll just do this. Ciao, 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 ciao.